Colin Powell actually was the major voice within the US military at this time who preferred restraint over active military intervention. In his younger days, he had served in Vietnam and was acutely aware of the US shortcomings in that conflict. Powell eventually rose to be Ronald Reagan's national security advisor. And then, when Bush took office in '89, Powell was promoted to a 4-star general and chairman of the Joint Chiefs. There, he came up with the Powell Doctrine. That doctrine featured 8 questions that needed to be answered before the use of the United States military. Number 1, is a vital national security interest threatened? Number 2, do we have a clear and attainable objective? Number 3, have the risks and costs been fully and frankly analyzed? Number 4, have all the other non-violent policy means been fully exhausted? Number 5, is there a plausible exit strategy? Number 6, have the consequences of our action been fully considered? Number 7, is the action supported by the American people? And number 8, do we have genuine, broad international support? And most importantly to Powell, if the US military is deployed, he wanted the force sent to be massive and overwhelming. The gradual deployments and creeping escalation that was featured in Vietnam must be avoided. If the US was going to fight, Powell wanted to make sure it brought such a powerful force to bear that victory was assured. A classic example of the Powell Doctrine in use was the Gulf War. In that conflict, he was adamant that the force the US put against Saddam's Iraqi army needed to be massive and overwhelming. Bush agreed with his logic, and that's why the American military presence in that war was so large. Powell's reluctance to use the US military had frustrated people within Clinton's administration. In 1993, during the Bosnian crisis, Powell was against the NATO airstrikes because he did not want to commit military forces until they had a clear political objective. In response to Powell's reluctance, Madeleine Albright, who was Clinton's ambassador to the UN at the time, stated to Powell, "What's the point of having this superb military that you're always talking about if we can't use it?" This must sound kind of ironic to hear, that Colin Powell, of all people, is pushing military restraint. History is kind of funny in that way.
Well, you all know what laughter sounds like.